my own personal transformation comes a background as a New York-born, firstborn Jewish male from a family that had upwardly striving, beautifully intelligent parents. My father was a chartered public accountant. My mother, in her own right, was brilliant. She was an artist. My father was basically an actor, and he was so good with people. And I had to break free of the ways that I felt, even though they had the best of intentions, I felt suppressed by their holding on to a view that I had to fit into a particular intellectual, professional model, that this peg doesn't fit in that hole. Never did, never will. And with my becoming a springboard diver at an early age, a gymnast, a track star, not too long after that, a court jester with all the three-horned hats, face paint, harlequin outfit, when I had a lot of my own deep transformational body therapy when I moved to San Francisco, not getting into medical school when I was 20, I had this great passion for freeing. Out came all of these songs, these paintings, these plays, all of this creativity buried in my own landscape. And having had at that time some of the best of the teachers, J.L. Marino, who brought psychodrama to the West. He lived near where I grew up. He was in Beacon, New York. I was in White Plains, New York. When I moved to San Francisco on the other coast of the United States, I met these wonderful therapists in body therapy, Jack Painter, postural integration, a derivative of structural integration, Rolfing, and excellent, some of the forerunners of the fields in bioenergetics, Reichian therapy. I took all this on board, and with my excellent English training, I was sent away to a private school, Horace Mann in New York City, one of the finest intellectual schools still in the world. I had a great English training. So when I had this body therapy, receiving it in my early 20s in San Francisco, when I broke free from the pattern of having to fit into this square hole, which I couldn't possibly, as I mentioned, out came songs, poems, plays, paintings, and I vowed to myself back then to combine this healing art, this performing art, this visual art with this art of being alive, to free other beings, to awaken to our own greatest majesty, magic buried inside. So I've been dedicating this whole life. Now I'm 68. Kept young by doing this work, yes, by being as physical, by physicalizing and ritualizing everything I can in creative ways. So this pathway for me has provided a tool, and now that I'm in my late 60s, to connect the spirit with the mind, with the emotions, with the physicality of the body, so that others can too find their own way to discover, in being an archaeologist of the soul, digging under the surface, physical layer, emotional layer, creative layers, that which is bound, now bound to release.